Earlier today, before I started this session, I came out and I placed 10 object balls on the table, just in a random order like this. Then I took my laser and I just removed the object ball and tested my accuracy of how close I could point to the pocket. Now, there will be some that will say I'm not truthful in what I'm saying, and that's fine. I answer to myself, and I'm a man of my word, and a very important principle to me. When I say something, you can take it to the bank. So what I did was place this right angle at the pocket in such a way that it would represent a perfect 90-degree angle for receiving the balls. A pocket is synonymous with a 90-degree angle. So for the 10 shots that I shot, this big dot right here represents the center right here. Out of the 10, I never did point the laser exactly at center pocket. My average deviation for the 10 shots away from center pocket was almost 1 inch. And there's a couple here that were 2 inches or maybe just a little bit further than 2 inches away from the center of the pocket. So point being is that yes, I know there's a right angle down there behind that curtain, but I don't know where the heart of the right angle is. When I say pocket, I'm talking about a fixed pocket, a 90-degree aspect of this table. So when I'm pointing my laser at the pocket, or in this case at this right angle, that tool that represents the pocket, every time I miss the center of the pocket, I'm moving the pocket around, sometimes as much as 2 inches. That's not acceptable at my level of play. That's not acceptable at anybody's level of play that's a serious player. So there's no one, I repeat, there is no one that can take a random spread of balls out here and then take the laser from that perspective and start pointing it to the center of the pocket in such a way that the pocket doesn't have to be moved around. So I just want to put that to rest. Those that are saying that the pocket has been there for 100 years and they know where it is, that is simply not true. Yes, you might have an idea where the pocket is, and you might be able to point the laser in close proximity to the pocket, but you're going to have to move the pocket around, and that's not the way the table is made. Now, in centered edge aiming, I'm basing my shots upon the fact that this is a right angle. There's actually 8 right angles on this 2x1 surface. Now, it's my job, when I look at a cue ball object ball relationship, to know its relation to that pocket. You know, we've got the 15, the 30, and the 45, and the 60, and there's a little bit more to that I'm going to be bringing to light as I go forward with this. But I have to look at this cue ball object ball relationship and understand its relation to this pocket and whether my alignment is to the inside or the outside. So when I look at this relationship right here, this relationship is, this is one that's right on the borderline. It's a little tough. So even with the pocket there, I'm going to study this one just for a second. This is barely in the 15-degree category. So this relationship to this pocket is a little bit thin, which means I have to come in with an outside alignment for pocketing this ball. So when I line up on this ball, it makes no difference whether there's a curtain there or not. As long as I have the visuals in my mind and have the alignment, then that's what I'm committed to. There's no adjustments. So when I'm looking at this shot right here, when I turn to center of that cue ball is my target, and it takes me to a slight overcut. So the collision or the cut-induced throw is going to give me, a fairly good center ball entry. Play the take back and listen to how these balls entered into the pocket. You can tell a lot about a guy's stroke by just listening to how the balls enter into the pocket. So play that back again and see if you don't get what Hal Houle would refer to as center pocket music. Those balls were hit very nicely in the center. So I just wanted to touch base. It's been I don't know, year and a half or so since I've done anything on YouTube, and I just wanted to bring everybody up to date a little bit on my book. I'm probably 60–70% complete, and I'm in more of a connect the dots stage at this point than the earlier work that I did. It was quite tedious, but it's moving along a little bit smoother now. My daughter's going to do all my illustrations for me, and my wife's going to do all the photography, so I have all my ducks in a row. So the book's going to have 38 chapters to it, and there's some that say, well, you need 38 chapters to explain that. I've been working on this for 10 years. I've got a lot of information to share. I could point you to 1 or 2 chapters and you could figure out the system from 1 or 2 chapters. But this is very comprehensive work on centered edge aiming. And with DVD 2, I promised that any new updates would be placed on YouTube. And in conjunction with the release of my book, I'm going to do a series of free internet videos that will take everyone through the system and how the system works. So I'm not hiding anything or withholding anything from anyone. And I'd like to say that I'll be doing clinics hopefully for the next 10, 15, 20 years. I plan on doing those monthly if the interest is there. And then I can share with you how this works in person. It's not going to be there. They won't be teaching sessions. They'll be demo sessions. But I'm going to be explaining the system. So there's some out there that want to discredit me and they want to discredit my work, and that's fine. They've been great inspirations to me because they help me to move forward. They say, well, I'm not operating within the realm of reality, and things like that, and they knock what I do. They say I'm lying, scamming, cult leader, those kinds of things, foolish stuff. So, but they're not going to stop me, and I don't like to use the word hate, but there's a lot of hate towards what I'm doing, and that's okay with me. There's a lot of love and passion in what I'm doing, and love and passion towards one's work is 100 times stronger than the hate that a few individuals can give off. So I just wanted to just give you an update and clarify this little deal about being able to see the pocket. You know, I do want to leave you with one thought. If you're learning to play the game by getting behind the object ball like this and looking at contact points, you're learning to play the game the wrong way. Especially if you're wanting to reach your full potential as a pool player. Hal Hoole knew 50 years ago, 60 years ago, how to really play this game. And I talked to Hal, it's been over 10 years ago since we had this conversation, but he told me that all the instructors, basically all that he had interviewed, which was, I don't remember the number, 25 or 40, that number escapes me, but it was a sizable number. He said they're all teaching the system, they're all teaching pool the wrong way. I knew I was included in that group, but I didn't go knocking Hal or hating Hal or knocking his material. I just went to the table, went to work, and got all the material I could find about him and what he asserted to be true about the game, and proceeded to piece it together so that I could come to an understanding of what he meant. Well, I have come to that understanding. I was teaching the game the wrong way. So I'm going to share this information with you in spite of the fact that there's a handful that want to discredit me and try to discredit my work. That's fine. That's what's driven me to, well, I wouldn't say that's what's driven me. I'm a very goal-oriented person, but it has served to fuel me. You know, when someone says it can't be done or can't be explained and such, then, well, that's the wrong thing to tell me, because I'm going to get on the ball and I'm going to go after it. So those that knock me, there's some good in that. I've been able to, you know, move forward with those thoughts in my mind as motivation. So I look forward to bringing every bit of my knowledge to you on free internet videos, free clinics. One of these days there will be a book available. Hopefully that'll be this year. I will be through with my work this year. Now, as far as my book publishing company, I have no idea what their schedule is going to be yet. We haven't discussed that yet. But for those of you that are keeping up with my work and have supported me, I sincerely appreciate it. And you know, so long until the next time.